What's up, fellas? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm gonna do a little commentary, and I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for the last commentary I did. I had left my Xbox controller plugged into my Triton headset, and it pretty much created a static over top of it. You know, I've been losing weight recently. Lost a lot of weight. I mean, seriously. I haven't lost lots of weight, but I've lost about 10 pounds already, and I've lost about an inch on my waist. So, I've concluded to myself this is going to be the final time I go through this battle. I'm going to do it this time. And one of the things I want to do before I end up losing all the weight is I want to talk about Fat Man swag. What is Fat Man swag? Well, a lot of people, I run a series called Fail Friday. And Fail Friday, majority of the questions, 80% of the questions are about the females. And I want to go and debunk some of my experiences with females and some of my experiences trying to date as a fat guy to you guys who might be in the same issues. And I'm going to go kind of relate some of the things that guys tell themselves that are actually wrong. Alright, for first example, your appearance is everything. It is. The first thing you see about something is appearance. And you do with other things besides people. You see a cool car, let's use a car example. You see a nice sports car. You're like, man, that's a really nice car. I really want that. You really want that car for the simple reason that it looks nice. You're not putting it in the proper scenarios of, is it useful for what I do every day? What's its gas mileage? I mean, do I really need this kind of power? How many people does it sit? You want that sports car for visual eye candy. And when you look at other females, you do the same thing. And females do the same thing back. So, we're already down one there because generally fat guys aren't physically attractive. I mean, body-wise. And so you have to make up that in other categories. You could be well clean, well hygiened, and smell nice, and have a pleasing personality. Some things you probably don't want to do is you don't want to smoke. If you're already unhealthy being overweight, you know, when you're a fat guy, the first thing people think about you is that you're overweight, you're lazy, you're irresponsible, and you don't care about yourself. That's what they think. I'm dead serious. It doesn't matter what you are. That's what people are going to stereotype you as. So you need to go ahead and eliminate most of these as possible. Have nice, clean, fresh brush teeth. Smell good. Dress appropriately. When I mean dress appropriately, I have this trouble with a lot of my friends. Like Kelly, for example, the guy with the big Viking beard. He cannot wear his pants appropriately. Your waistline is your navel. I know it looks old manish, but get a shirt or something that covers it up. That way your pants are the proper length, they're not falling off your butt, and you look like you're dressed cleanly. Dressing cleanly is a big thing. One, it builds confidence. We're going to come back to the confidence factor here in a minute. And two, it doesn't make you look like a bum. When you got your pants hanging off your ass and, you know, you got back fat that's coming up and you can't really tell where your ass and your back fat begins, it looks tacky. When you have your belly hanging over, you know, a pants line, it looks tacky and it's not physically appealing. Put yourself in the same situation. Would you want a girl that has where you can't tell her breasts and her stomach begins? Or would you rather have a girl that actually goes around and tries to basically dignify the borders? That's exactly that. So, even though we're not physically attractive, we can be atmospherically attractive. I know that's not a word, but what you got to do is you got to have confidence. And losing weight, drinking water, and, you know, trying to have a workout regimen will give you those endorphins that make you feel good, but it also that breeds confidence. When you see yourself losing a little bit of weight, by no means is this video an endorsement for losing weight. I know losing weight as a fat guy is hard, but I'm saying that if you take the steps to better yourself, you'll better yourself in other areas. Like, what you got to do is you got to be confident in yourself. Don't think that you're ugly. Thinking that you're ugly means you're ugly. You know why? Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What you got to do is you got to basically make yourself out to be a nice person but also have confidence in yourself. Don't be like, man, I'm fat, nobody ever loves me. Be like, hey, how you doing? Oh no, dude, I had really good. Nobody wants to hear the negatives. Just like in the YouTube community, when you're doing YouTube videos, nobody wants to hear the negatives, even though you might think they do. And even though some people might agree with you, mass majority of people don't want to hear the negatives. Example, Justin Bieber is a good singer. A large majority of the population agrees he is a good singer. How do I know this? Because he sells albums, because he is sought after in TV shows, because there are fan pages of Justin Bieber. There might be a lot of naysayers, but the naysayers could pretty much get beat to death by the people on the other end of the stick that pretty much love Justin Bieber. And you don't have to be Justin Bieber. Just be confident in yourself. Don't think that you're fat. Make them think that you're on an equal footing ground as them. And don't get discouraged. This is the hardest one to teach, getting discouraged. Because as a big guy, you're going to get shot down. Hell, a lot of people get shot down. Not just big guys. Guys that are too tall. Guys that are too short might even have it worse than big guys. Just imagine being like 5'3" or 5'5" in a guy, and you're shorter than most girls that you run into. Girls don't like a guy shorter than them, and it's generally not physically as attractive. So don't put yourself as the only guy out there not getting shot down because of your weight. It's a flaw. It's a human flaw, and you understand that. And another thing you need to do is don't hold a double standard. A double standard means that you're overweight. Let's say you're 325 pounds, and you see a girl that's 300 pounds. You're automatically going to classify her out of your ability to date without even talking to her. Why? Mainly because you're superficial and shallow. Don't be superficial and shallow, because the number one complaint that you had with the other female sex was they were superficial and shallow. Don't contradict yourself, dude. Basically, all you got to do is keep your hygiene up, smile, because smiling is the cheapest way you can make yourself look more attractive. And just try to be active and confident. I mean, you already have your weight working against you because you look like you couldn't keep up with them. Prove that you can keep up with them. This is just some stuff I've learned over the last 11 years of trying to attract female attention. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm Mighty 5000. Peace.